What if zombies invaded Earth? How could NASA technology help us survive? An interesting conundrum, isn't it? Zombies, fictional creatures of our worst nightmares, versus the pinnacle of human ingenuity, NASA's technology. This is not your typical sci-fi plot, but a thought experiment that might tickle your fancy. Let's explore this unique crossover. NASA has developed a myriad of technologies for space exploration. Many of these could be surprisingly useful in a zombie apocalypse. So let's delve into this fascinating hypothetical scenario. Imagine a humanoid robot braving the hordes of the undead. Meet Robonaut II. Originally designed to assist astronauts aboard the International Space Station, this robot has capabilities far beyond our regular perception of a mechanical assistant. Mimicking the dexterity of a human hand and the versatility of human movement, Robonaut II is a marvel of modern engineering. But what if we take this space-age technology and bring it down to Earth in the midst of a zombie apocalypse? Robonaut II could be our brave, tireless ally, performing tasks in environments too dangerous for humans. Picture this: a humanoid robot fearlessly venturing into zombie-infested areas to scavenge for supplies. The potential doesn't stop there. Robonaut II could also be reprogrammed to help fortify shelters. Imagine it, tirelessly working, building and reinforcing barricades, never tiring or requiring a break. Beyond these practical tasks, Robonaut II could also provide a psychological boost for survivors. In the face of a zombie apocalypse, the presence of a working, functional piece of advanced technology could serve as a beacon of hope, a reminder of human ingenuity and resilience. So, in the face of an undead onslaught, remember the potential of Robonaut II. This robotic marvel doesn't just belong in the vacuum of space. It could be right here on a post-apocalyptic Earth, working tirelessly to ensure our survival. Robonaut II, a brave robotic ally in our fight against zombies. In a world overrun by zombies, where would we get our food? Enter the advanced plant habitat. This ingenious piece of technology, originally designed to cultivate plants in the zero-gravity environment of the International Space Station, could be our lifeline in a post-apocalyptic world. The APH uses LED lights to simulate sunlight, optimal temperature, and moisture controls to create a perfect environment for plant growth. Imagine a fortified shelter, repurposing this technology to grow everything from tomatoes to wheat, providing survivors with a sustainable food source. It's not just about survival, but also about maintaining a balanced diet, something crucial to keeping our strength up in a world ruled by the undead. And the best part? The APH can work in any enclosed space, even underground, safe from the wandering undead. The advanced plant habitat, a beacon of hope in a world of darkness, making survival a little less daunting. Water is life, but what if our water sources are contaminated? NASA's water filtration systems could save the day. Imagine a world where the undead roam, a reality where water bodies could potentially be tainted by the remnants of the apocalypse. That's where NASA's advanced water purification systems come in. Originally designed for space missions, these systems are incredibly effective at removing impurities, even those that might arise from such a horrifying scenario. They could be the key to survival, ensuring that the survivors have access to clean, safe water, an essential resource. These systems could be re-engineered to purify water on a larger scale, potentially serving entire communities of survivors. It's fascinating, isn't it? The technology designed for the exploration of the cosmos could be repurposed to ensure our survival in a post-apocalyptic world. Water filtration systems, ensuring life continues amidst the apocalypse. In the dark world of a zombie apocalypse, NASA's high-efficiency lighting systems could be our beacon of hope. Imagine, if you will, the world plunged into never-ending darkness. The power grids long since failed. The eerie silence only broken by the shambling of the undead. But wait, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Literally. NASA's LED lighting systems, designed for the harshest conditions of space, are not only energy efficient, but also incredibly long-lasting, proving to be an indispensable tool in our survival kit. These powerful lights could illuminate our fortified shelters, turning them from gloomy bunkers into bright, livable spaces. More than just providing comfort, these lights could be our lifeline, signaling for help in the bleak landscape dominated by the undead. Imagine the possibilities. A string of these LEDs could create a lit path through the darkness, guiding survivors to safe zones. NASA's lighting systems illuminating our path to survival. How do we protect ourselves from zombie bites? NASA's radiation shielding materials might be the answer. Imagine, if you will, a world where our greatest threat isn't from the cosmos, but from our own kind, albeit the undead variety. In this scenario, we'd need to think outside the box, repurposing the technologies we have at hand. Enter stage left. NASA's radiation shielding materials. These are materials specifically designed to protect astronauts from the high energy particles zipping around in space. They're tough, they're durable, and they're designed to stop dangerous particles in their tracks. Now, let's translate that to a more terrestrial threat. Zombies, as popular culture would have it, have quite a bite. What if we could use these radiation shielding materials to create barriers or protective gear against these bites? It's not such a far-fetched idea. We could craft protective suits, much like those worn by astronauts, but designed for ground combat against the undead. Or we could use these materials to fortify our shelters, creating a barrier between us and the outside world. The applications are numerous, and the potential is limitless. These materials, originally designed to protect us from the dangers of space, could now serve to protect us from a threat much closer to home. Radiation shielding materials are armor in the battle against the undead. What if we could monitor zombie movements and stay warm and hidden at the same time? Thanks to NASA, we can. Let's talk about NASA's remote sensing technologies first. These are tools like satellites and drones designed to gather data about Earth and other planets. But in a zombie apocalypse, they could be our eyes in the sky, our advanced scouts. Imagine being able to watch zombie hordes from a safe distance, pinpointing their movements and planning our survival strategy around that. We could locate potential safe zones, places untouched by the undead, and navigate our way to them with the help of these technologies. But being aware of zombie movements is only half the battle. We also need to stay warm and hidden. This is where NASA's space blankets come into play. These aren't your typical blankets, no. They're lightweight, reflective sheets designed to regulate temperatures in space. They might look thin, but don't be fooled. These blankets can reflect back up to 90% of body heat, keeping us warm in the coldest of environments. And there's another surprising benefit to these space blankets. Their shiny reflective surface can be a perfect camouflage. Picture this: we're in a shelter surrounded by the undead, but draped in these space blankets, we become hard to spot. The reflective surface can disorient zombies, giving us a chance to stay hidden or make our escape. So, when we're up against a zombie apocalypse, we're not without tools to fight back. NASA's remote sensing technologies can provide us valuable information about zombie movements, helping us plan our survival. Meanwhile, space blankets can keep us warm and camouflaged, giving us a fighting chance against the undead. With NASA's remote sensing and space blankets, we're one step ahead of the undead. Communication is key to survival, and NASA's communication systems ensure we're never alone. In a world turned upside down by a zombie apocalypse, staying connected is vital. You see, NASA has developed robust communication systems for space missions, and these can be our lifeline in a world overrun by the undead. Imagine this for a moment. You're in a fortified shelter, and you need to coordinate rescue efforts with other survivor groups, or perhaps call for help from unaffected regions. Without a reliable communication system, this would be a monumental, if not impossible, task. But with NASA's technology, it becomes achievable. These systems were designed to withstand the harsh conditions of space, where the only thing more isolating than the vast expanse of the cosmos is the deafening silence. They're built to be resilient, to function flawlessly despite the challenges. Now, bring that technology down to Earth, amidst a zombie apocalypse. It could be the difference between life and death. The difference between isolation and community. The difference between despair and hope. So when the world falls sealant, when the undead roam the streets, we'll still have a voice. With NASA's communication systems, we can reach out, we can share information, we can plan, we can strategize, we can stay connected. NASA's communication systems keeping us connected, come what may. So, how does NASA technology stack up against a zombie apocalypse? From the humanoid Robonaut II repurposed to fortify shelters and scavenge in danger zones, to the advanced plant habitat ensuring a sustainable food supply, NASA tech shows promise. Advanced water filtration systems could purify contaminated water, while energy-efficient lighting systems could illuminate our sanctuaries and signal for help. Let's not forget the radiation shielding materials, reimagined as barriers against zombie bites, and space blankets, used to keep us warm and camouflage us from the undead. Remote sensing technologies could monitor zombie movements and point us to safe zones, and robust communication systems could keep us connected, facilitating rescue efforts and information sharing. Each piece of technology, originally designed for space exploration, could find a new purpose in a post-apocalyptic world. And who knows, these might just be the key to our survival. In the face of a zombie apocalypse, NASA technology might just be our best bet for survival.